Hey there, everybody. So the Warner family is going to increase. So what you see are the next Warners, the next generation of Warners, chicken Warners. So we have a lot of time on our hands these days. So I thought, hey, let's raise some chickens. So I got some eggs from some friends, and they should be fertilized. Some of them may not be. If they're not fertilized, like the eggs you get from the store, then obviously it wouldn't produce a chick. But you can see some different colors there. So I thought I would apply those then to some of the genetics questions. I was asked a question last night, actually several questions, and I'll go over one or two of those, and I'm going to do a series of videos because I want to keep them short and sweet, and so I'll title those. So we're going to do a Punnett square that actually applies to these chicken eggs, and there is a whole rabbit hole on chicken eggs and what's dominant and what's recessive. So I'm going to narrow it to a simple one, and that is white eggs versus blue eggs. So some eggs are actually kind of a blue tint. So we always use the first letter of the dominant trait, and it turns out that blue eggs are dominant to white eggs. So we use B to represent this. So we have there big B, big B. There is a homozygous dominant individual that produces blue eggs. And we're going to cross that with a chicken that produces white eggs. So that individual would be this. So they are homozygous recessive. Okay? So homozygous dominant, homozygous recessive. And we're going to cross those and see what we get. Now, this Punnett square is over complete dominance, which means the dominant trait, if it is present, it expresses itself. So that's it. There are two egg colors here, blue or white. That is it, nothing in the middle. We'll deal with another one of those possibilities in the next video. So I just do this. So I set up my Punnett square. One individual, because remember, individuals only give half their genetic information to the offspring, so a big B or a big B for this one, and this one can donate a little b or a little b. So if we look at the offspring, all the offspring will have the same genotype, big B, little b. They will also all have the same phenotype. Remember, phenotype is physical description. So all of these have the dominant allele, the big B. So all of these offspring will produce blue eggs, obviously if they are a female. Okay, so there is a simple Punnett square showing complete dominance. In the next video, I'm going to show incomplete dominance, and then in the video after that, I'm going to show codominance. Okay, so in the incomplete dominance, I'm going to deal with brown eggs, and I tell you what, I'm only going to study so many hours to study what's dominant and what's recessive. This, what I found is, I believe to be true. When it comes to the brown, I'm just going to make some assumptions just to make things easier for us. So if you look it up, you may not find that to be true. When I can make $10 a dozen for really dark brown eggs, then I guess I'll spend even more hours and find out how to make those kind of eggs. All right, there's that one. Oh, in case you want to see what we do at the Warner household, take a look at the floor. This is the floor shot that my wife doesn't want me to show you guys. This is what we're doing. So we're taking our deer skulls and we're bleaching them with a special kind of hydrogen peroxide in the gel form. And anyway, we were trying to find certain special racks today, so I went out and collected them all. They were all over the place. Let me show you a cool one. This is a really neat one. If you look all around the antlers there are these points. You don't normally have these points that are so sharp right here. This was actually in velvet. This deer was in velvet. My son found it at the bottom of a lake bed. So the lake had decreased in volume of water, and this was right next to a road. So chances are it was a buck that was in velvet, got hit on the road, and then died in this lake. And so he got it before it ever had a chance to start duking it out with other deer. So you got all these little nubs all over the place, and the velvet. Okay, we're wrapping it up. I'll see you back on the next video.